Now, I'm sorry that we don't actually have a star of Doctor Who in the studio here, unlike we've had in the past, but we do have a longtime fan here, Merv Staten. He's also the president of the local Doctor Who fan club, the Legion of Rassilon. Now, of course, I say you've been a longtime fan. How far back do you actually go?
It goes back to the very first episode, 45 years ago.
So you've been able to watch them all, even the ones that we can't see even on the DVDs.
Yes, I've seen even things that you haven't seen, Ken.
So, you know, if you're ever interested in some of the older series Doctor Who, you know, talking to Merv might be a good way to go. In fact, you can do so because he, as I said, is the president of the Legion of Rassilon, which is the Doctor Who fan club.
In fact, we're meeting earlier tonight for our monthly meeting.
Right.
So, I mean,
so you could have come along and talked with other Doctor Who fans. Myself and Merv, of course, are usually there.
and caught up on the news and see some new episodes or some spin-offs or just have a good time eating and drinking. So
Yeah. So you can find out more about the Legion of Rassilon at legionofrassilon.org. They've also been a very good supporter of KTEH over the years, besides just coming in and answering phones for pledge drives. Also, the club has made donations over the years to help out.
in fact, the club's been going 26 years, so it started a year after you started showing it. In fact, Ken was one of the founder members. So
back
I mean,
in January of '82, we met here in San Jose for our very first meeting. So if you're not familiar with the fan club, again, you can go to the website. We could talk more about that, but what we really need to do is to encourage all the fans, including all the members of the Legion of Rassilon, to step up to the plate here and give us a call. So,
in fact, hopefully they'll be coming home and turning their TVs on and seeing these shows.
right. So if you're a fan of the series, well, maybe you'd like to host your own Doctor Who night right here on KTEH. So here's how.
A new doctor has taken control of KTEH.
Did you miss me?
Board the TARDIS and create your own adventures in time and space.
We must feed. We must feed. We must feed. We must feed.
You can do better. Grab your video camera and show us. Visit kteh.org for your chance to be a Time Lord.
Well, here we are in the studio with Rich Bartleball. He's a local video maker, filmmaker in San Francisco, actually. And you've also been a bit of a longtime fan since the 80s, like me.
The things that you learn when you're 15 years old are the things that stick with you forever. And my local PBS station out in Ohio Valley, Ohio, Pennsylvania area, showed Doctor Who, and it stuck.
As it did for a lot of us, including me. I mean, it got me interested in public television, getting to know the station, and coming in and volunteering, giving my time and eventually money, and now actually my life, working for it. But you know, you don't have to go quite that far, but you can help us out financially at 1-800-225-5454. Now, Rich, besides being a longtime fan of the series, you've recently kind of been brought into the KTEH fold to help with this competition that we're doing.
So my wife helps out with KTEH and KQED, and needed somebody to jump in the pool first for this video project, this user-generated video project that revolved around Doctor Who. It's like, great, you know, so excited to do that, and I can't wait to see some of the projects that other people are going to do. You know, I'm looking forward, because the garlic thing just happened, and that was huge.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see the Doctor Who fans. There's some of the most dedicated and loyal fans for the Silicon Valley. You know, so. And
quite creative too.
Yeah.
You know, as you were in making your short film for the contest, because you saw it in the last break. It's the film within the trailer.
So that's a few things that were around the house, repurposed a couple of items. The piñata head that I found from a local party store, repurposed that, found a light fixture and some fish tubing, and suddenly we had the ood. So I needed some tentacles too, so you know, I had to come across with those. But you know, it doesn't take much except a little bit of spirit and being a fan, something that propels people.
Right, and for this competition, we're just asking for a little bit of spirit, maybe a little bit of ingenuity, and of course, if you have a video camera, that will help too. This has been great that you've hopefully are sparking off the imagination of everybody out there in the audience, and that they will come in and make their own presentations and see them on KTH.
Well, I know that the Legion of Rassilon is very involved here in the South Bay, but then in San Francisco I've met a person who has a small Doctor Who fan club up there. He's already working on a classic Who-inspired episode, so I know there's going to be at least one entry coming in pretty soon.
Well, we look forward to seeing it, and luckily for you, you don't have to compete against Rich. He's going to be in exhibition only for this competition because we want to be able to get you to make your submissions. Now, part of this is also, would you like to host your own Doctor Who marathon? Well, that's part of this competition. So right here on KTH. And if, how to enter it? Well, here's the how-to.
A new doctor has taken control of KTEH.
Did you miss me?
Board the TARDIS and create your own adventures in time and space.
We must feed. We must feed. We must feed. We must feed.
Think you can do better? Grab your video camera and show us. Visit kteh.org for your chance to be a Time Lord.